Some women serial killers, like their male counterparts, murder for pleasure and power, and such was the case of Aileen Wuornos. She was the first recognized solo female serial killer who killed in as violent and abusive a manner as any man.
Women are just a strange breed of killer. Many women serial killers, are either healthcare professionals, okay, nurses that kill patients, or they are black widows that kill husbands and multiple husbands for insurance money, etc. Serial killer women are a rare breed. One of them that stands out is Aileen Wuornos. She killed all of her Johns, people that tried to pick her up and then sexually assault her, as she said. She shot them, killed them all outside, generally speaking. So there's no signature with her. So like I said, many serial killers, males, have a signature. The women, I'm not sure I'd go there.
Once again, here was a serial killer who broke psychologists and law enforcement's common understanding as to what a killer was. This time, it was a gay woman prostitute who killed straight men in 1989 and 1990. The 2003 Hollywood blockbuster film, Monster, starring Charlize Theron as Aileen Wuornos and Christina Ricci as her lesbian lover, romanticizes Wuornos' plight, making her into an anti-hero. Perhaps Aileen's first murder was self-defense. But the next 6 murders were calculated, cold-blooded killings. Men shot multiple times, their bodies dumped along Florida's highways. Wuornos declared, "I killed those men, robbed them as cold as ice, and I'd do it again, too. I'm competent, sane, and I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm one who seriously hates human life and would kill again." She was born in Rochester, Minnesota on February 28, 1956. Aileen had a rough early life. Her parents separated before she was born. 4 years later, she was abandoned by her mother and adopted by Lori and Britta Wuornos. Despite her traumatic childhood, Aileen showed a talent for singing and dancing, and she expressed interest in becoming a movie star. Childhood photographs show Wuornos was a beautiful, blonde-haired, freckled little girl with a beaming smile. But life took a dark turn when she became pregnant at 14 after being raped. As a young adult, she was uneducated and lacked skills or any kind of job training. The only job she ever had was turning tricks. She frequently stole from the men she serviced. Her prostitution career lasted more than 20 years. After an unsuccessful heterosexual relationship, Wuornos embarked on a lesbian lifestyle. In June 1986, Aileen met Tyria Moore. Now living in Florida, they spent 4 years together and may have partnered in some of the killings. When Wuornos started killing at the age of 33, her MO seemed opportunistic in nature. All of the victims were shot with a small caliber revolver at close range. They were all found in remote dump sites near major highways. Some victims were found naked, while others were clothed. Wuornos may have lured the men to their death with the promise of a sexual encounter, or they may have picked her up hitchhiking. She probably lashed out against her victims in anger. Her known victims include Eugene or Troy Burris, Richard Mallory, Walter or Gino Antonio, Charles or Richard Humphreys, Peter Seams, Charles Carskaden, and David Spears. The end to her murderous killing spree was near when, on July 4th, 1990, Moore and Wuornos were seen abandoning Spears' car. In addition, Wuornos' palm print was found on the interior door handle. Police sketches of the suspects were released on November 30th, 1990. The sketch depicted a stocky woman wearing a hat and a younger, slimmer woman with tattoos. Wuornos was named a suspect several weeks prior to her arrest, and she was put under surveillance. Aileen Wuornos was arrested at the Last Resort Bar. Moore was located at the home of her family in Pennsylvania, and she agreed to cooperate with law enforcement in the case against Wuornos. Eventually, Wuornos confessed to some of the murders and was executed in 2002.